Capricorns, how you doing, Capricorns? This is Medicine, and it is my wish today that we embark upon this journey and to give you the word for the week of the 22nd to the 28th of January 2017. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and begin. So, beginning in the week, we have the Tower card. So it's saying that there's going to be some lovely changes going on in the beginning of the week for you Capricorns. The Tower card, I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but we're going to put it a little bit closer for you. So this is what's popped up, okay? This is what's popping up. This is saying that there's going to be some major changes going on in your life. That there's going to be some things that you thought you knew. There's going to be some things that you believed in, some things that you worked hard on, some things that you put your time and management in because you wholeheartedly believed in it, that these things are going to be coming to a halt. And why is it happening, you may ask? The reason more than likely could be is because Mars is not about that, not about that BS. Mars is not about allowing. They're not going to allow their seekers to stand in the midst of something that serves them no purpose for long. And so Mars is coming down with all their warfare, their conflict, their aggression, their chaos. They're about to tear it down for you, okay? Mars is about to tear down everything that does not serve you in some way, form, or fashion towards the beginning of this week. Now, Capricorns, I know this can be a difficult turn of events because of the whole earthly nature, and it's hard to be prepared for change. This is part of the reason why I'm trying to hurry up and get this going earlier in the week for you so that you can be a little more prepared for it. Let this be known that there is something that's going to be going on in your life towards the beginning of the week that will be changing, something that you possibly very much believed in. It's saying nope, I'm sorry. Mars is like, I'm not going to allow my Capricorns, okay, to be subjected to this. This is wrong. They've put up all this time and energy and effort into it, and it's not serving them. It's not serving them in the way that it should be. So a lot of destruction is going to be happening towards the beginning of the week. It's going to be dramatic. It's going to be just like that kind of change, but it's also about rebirth. Okay, so I know some decks that have this as a phoenix, even, kind of along the lines of the whole death and rebirth thing. This is what happens. A catastrophic series of events are happening now. So earlier in this week for you Capricorns, so that you might be able to recuperate and open yourselves up to what your future, what your present really should be. This card to me comes in a time when you have a sense of transformation, when you are actually ready to take that next step in your life. So and the present right now is no longer serving you at this time during this week. So this is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. It's a very scary thing. Change can be very scary, but change can also be very healthy and also very good. So expect that to happen towards the beginning of the week, you Capricorns who are watching my channel right now. And then we have the Four of Swords in reversed. So it seems like there's going to be some sleepless nights going on. The Tower card, these changes that are happening are going to leave you unable to rest. Okay, it's going to leave you unable to um, meditate, do some things to calm you, do some things to keep you kind of calm and in a meditative Zen state to kind of help you get back to self in the midst of all this chaos that's going on right now. It's going to be very hard for you. It's going to feel like you just don't have time. You're going to have exhaustion. It's just going to feel like you're not going to have no time to sit and think about all this stuff that's been going on up till now. It's going to feel like you're not going to have any kind of time to really rest and relax and meditate on this. So if someone gets this in reverse, I might start thinking about maybe some things that you might do for yourself to really make an effort, to really make a point to meditate on it if time allows, to really sit and maybe go take some yoga for a little while, maybe go out into nature and go hiking, but get yourself into a place where you got some quiet peace and zen for a little bit with the Four of Swords. It's saying you need some rest from all this mental trauma that's been happening. And with this in reverse, it's saying that that the Tower is gonna make it very, very hard for you to get it. So think about that. Find some extra ways, find some extra effort in order for you to get it. And then towards the end here, we have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is talking about a lack of energy. And this lack of energy can come from the fact that you just have not gotten any rest towards the middle of the week. So there's a lack of energy going on with the Queen of Wands coming in. There's just a lack of energy, a lack of faith, a lack of willpower here with the Queen of Wands in reverse, and that is totally okay. Let me let you know that this is going to be an okay time for you to have that, because that's just the nature of what happens when the Tower card hits. This is a time where you're going to have to, you're going to feel like you don't have any energy to do nothing. You're going to feel like you don't have that energy to go anywhere or be anything. You're going to feel like you just don't have that energy, because the Tower card can be a very overwhelming, catastrophic series of events, and it can cause you to feel these ways. And that's okay. I want to let you know that that is okay. However you flow through your grieving process, flow through that grieving process. Again, going through back to the rest card, if you need to take some time to kind of take some time to yourself this week, take that time to yourself. I would recommend that you just do not sit in your everyday life as it is right now with these catastrophic events happening. Maybe go take some time for yourself to really go center and ground you and get the rest and relaxation time that you need. If you need time to just kind of, allow yourself to really think about all this, and even if you go and just go relax and you can't think about it all, you know what? That's okay. This is just my own personal perception of it, and what I'm getting is that, you're gonna is that this is going to be a very non-relaxed time for you. But of course, that can always switch around. That can always change. You may find yourself in a space where you do get that time to relax and be for yourself. I tell you what, Queen of Wands is, for me, ruled by Aries, and Aries is always about the self. So again, this one coming in with the Four of Swords in reverse is saying you're not going to be able to take some time for yourself this week. It's going to be a very hard time. It's going to be a very difficult time for you to actually sit with everything that happened and get grounded in it this week. It's saying that there's going to be an inability to do that. So maybe you can always change that around, and maybe if you can start thinking about some ways for you to get some you time, that's going to be really great for you Capricorns. Okay? And then we got the Spirit of Healing going on. Okay, the Spirit of Healing going on with for you. Okay, the spirit of healing is going to be with you this week. I just want you to check out this picture. You know, those of you who are into meditation, maybe meditate on this picture. If you can simply use your imagination, imagine what this picture, how this picture is moving about in your life. Those of you who journey. You know, this picture is from a rock cave. Okay, so the spirit of healing, the spirit of healing, the spirit of healing. What do you receive from that while looking at this picture? I want you to think about that for 2 seconds, and I'm going to open up the book and kind of tell you what the spirit of healing has to say from this book. Okay? Right. It says, I am the spirit of healing. I present ways of alleviating the many factors that cause sickness in both body and mind. If you are suffering and stand with me, with my help, you may grow strong again and throw off the darkness that has overshadowed your life. I will hold your wounded spirit gently in my hands and breathe upon it with the breath of healing. Restored, your spirit will return to your body filled with strength and purpose. I just got a download of information of perhaps a meditation or a journey or something that you might be able to do to feel this spirit of healing. I'm seeing you, Capricorns, right now. This might be something that you do for your own journey, your own meditation. Or maybe you do something like this, but this just came down just now. But I'm seeing you, Capricorns, laying in a field, a green, grassy field, where all of a sudden lightning comes, a light, clouds form upward when you're looking up at the sky. And a light comes through, and there's this red light that comes through, and lightning starts to strike through it. And suddenly the rain comes down. You know, the grass burns and it dies away, and the land becomes barren. And all of a sudden, through this light, where the lightning had pierced through, you know, you're feeling all these sorts of different pains and agony. You're feeling that right now. But that light opens up, okay? In the clouds, the light opens up, and through it, you see the spirit of healing come through. And the spirit of healing reaches down to you and cups you up with their hands, okay? And brings you closer to them and into the clouds, where they breathe on you. And they breathe. And they set you back down into the barren land. The land that is now barren becomes filled with grass again. So that's just a simple way to meditate our journey on the spirit of healing here. The spirit of healing says healing is required by all of us at some time in our lives. Our ancestors living in a dangerous world required healers on a regular basis. However, it is the spiritual aspect of healing on which we focus here. The foremost care of the tribal shamans was the overall health of the community, and after that, the health of each individual. The spirit of healing makes journeys to the ancestral or guiding spirits to find cures for those of us who have been hurt in a way that cannot be treated by natural means. Addressing our inner sickness, it restores us to wholeness. Some key words here include wholeness, restoration after illness, spiritual healing, understanding the reasons for sickness, re-energizing, opening the door to healing, and the ability to receive. This is going to be a time in which you need to receive healing, Capricorns. Receive it, receive it. Open your hearts to it. Allow, open up. I want you to do something for me even right now. Just giving yourself that right to receive healing and allow healing. I want you to open up your hands. I want you to stretch those arms out. I want you to extend them back behind your chest. Okay, and I want you to imagine your heart open right now. And I want you to say, yes, I am here. I am willing and able to receive. Okay, do that exercise for yourself. Do that exercise for yourself. Affirm that you are here and you are willing to receive. Okay, open up your heart to receiving healing, to receiving love. Take it in. Okay, this is a time where you need to trust, okay, in that which you cannot see, but is there with you all the time. Okay, so that's what I'm going to leave you with, my dear Capricorns. I love you, and I truly do hope you get the healing that you need for yourself. If you feel the call, please, I'd love to hear some feedback. Anyone who's working with the spirit of healing, anyone who is working with the spirit, and even if you aren't, but I would love to hear some feedback on how the spirit of healing has assisted you and helped you this week in your life. You know, we all have our ebbs and flows. This is a time of ebbing. How can the spirit of healing help you with that ebbing to bring with you some flow? I love you, and God bless. Aho Matakiwasa.